The DefSec 2023 podcast, sponsored by our good friends at Cisco. I'm Alan Dale. With me, as always, my good buddy Jerry Carew. We are Gale Force Winds. Here we are at the end of day one of DefSec. A lot of buzz in the air, a lot of conversations happening, a lot of people doing business. But there is one thing that is jumping off the page, and that is the need for top talent, the search for talent. Great to have you on the podcast, because you're right in that space. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself, tell us what you do.
Okay, so my name's Sherry Colville, and I'm the Senior Vice President of Operations for Duke, a smart staffing solutions organization. And we are a trusted partner and supplier to the National Shipbuilding Strategy for Canada, as well as today, I don't know if you noticed or not, but we had a big announcement this morning, and we are now a preferred supplier to Team Vigilance. So we'll be providing technical and professional staff to Team Vigilance program, and which will be replacing the Kingston class ships for Canada. And we're really looking forward to taking part in that remarkable journey that Team Vigilance has just started, and they're announcing during DefSec here their preferred supplier program.
Sherry, what an incredible program Team Vigilance is putting together, a solution kind of shaping the future of that platform with some great partners.
Yes.
Great partners in the mix there. And you're now part of it. That must feel great to be kind of at the very beginning where you're shaping this conversation around staffing solutions.
And of course, everybody in the industry these days, jobs, jobs, jobs. They're all looking for talent. They're all looking for good talent. And it's not that easy to find, you know. I mean, it's a very small industry. And other than taking from one another, which we don't like to do, it's hard to find. So we have thousands of resources within our inventory that we provide on either a contract basis for short-term, long-term contracts, or on a permanent basis as well, depending on the needs of our client.
Now, is Duke mostly technical folks, or is it a mixture of everything, the people that you're supplying?
So it's white collar. We provide white collar professionals, technical, and on the engineering side, design engineers, as well as program managers, executives in the C-suite line, administrative folks in operations, supply chain, basically the entire roster of professional staff for any program. We don't take the responsibility of the program delivery. We provide those people either on contract or on a permanent basis to our clients to deliver on their obligations.
Big need out there for the whole thing, across sectors, not only in defense, but everybody's looking. It must be difficult to make those matches, or are you really good at it at Duke that you can make them pretty quickly?
We can make them pretty quickly, and especially those that are already on contract and positioned within our clients. We know when those programs are ramping down, and there's very suitable times to transition them into another client for something different. And a lot of our contractors, they love the variety. They like to be able to be transitioned to various clients. With regards to our database of resources, we can align and assign those resources to new clients depending on what those clients are looking for. In addition to that, of course, we provide advice to those clients with regards to their program needs. With my experience within the industry, I've been in the industry for many years, too many to mention. I can advise as well as to what types of individuals they're looking for, and if they don't necessarily meet the exact criteria within a specification, there's other things that I can bring forward to say, you know, have you thought about this, because that would add value to that particular role, and then they can tweak the job descriptions ever so slightly.
Well, that's a great value add as well, right? To help them kind of massage exactly what they're looking for from a different lens, because sometimes you get involved and you're drinking your own Kool-Aid. We definitely need that, right? But maybe we need something. Tell me this now, from a company's point of view, they access your services, but if somebody's out there looking to be hired, are they able to kind of access Duke services as well?
Absolutely, absolutely. So anybody that's looking for a role, whether they're working full-time today within the client community, they can approach us and we can look for them as well. If they're in, say, the likes of program management, they're looking for something in supply chain, we're more than happy to try and find that role for them, and unsolicited solicited as well through our clients. We can always talk to our clients to suggest that we've got a great candidate for a role. You may not have it advertised right now, but this is an absolutely exceptional talent that you'd want within your organization. And we also do an assessment with regards to, is there a good fit for that individual within the corporate culture? Small businesses and large businesses have different cultures as well, so we can do that assessment for them.
That's not an easy thing to do.
Again, it comes with a lot of experience in the industry.
Yeah.
So we can certainly tailor our kind of client or candidate advertising to those clients.
Sherry, it's a wonderful position and place you find yourself in, where you're able to help companies solve a challenge with the right person and really make an impact in somebody's life by finding them a great fit for their career, maybe their legacy career. I mean, it's such a great spot to be in to make those connections. You must have many, many, many good news stories.
Oh, fantastic stories. And a lot of our contractors that we currently have that are on each coast actually, some of them in Newfoundland, which I think you're very familiar with. They are just thrilled to be part of our team and very loyal to the company. Some of them have been with the company for over 20 years as contract employees. So, no, it's fantastic.
What are you hoping to get out of DevSec 2023? What's your goal here?
Well, so of course we made the big announcement today. It was one of our goals, announcing the fact that we are part of Team Vigilance and one of the preferred suppliers for the team. And of course, new leads. We're looking for candidates always, good professional talent, and new clients as well. DevSec's a great, intimate show where you can actually have those B2Bs and not be too distracted.
Sherry, I've had 35 years in the digital marketing world, and LinkedIn is really important. I'm going to put you on the spot now. Can you give us a couple of tips on some LinkedIn for candidates? What's one thing that you think they should really have on their profile?
On their profile? Well, I think, kind of their header, for example, what their skills and capabilities and what they're looking for. I think a lot of, when LinkedIn first started, the header of the actual profile was more about the position that they were currently in versus what they're searching for, what their wants are for their future career with their skills and expertise. Yeah. So I think you're seeing a little of that. People are changing kind of their header profile, but I think there's a lot out there that still should change that. Instead of having to read through, it's almost like the Coles Notes version of the summary as to what they're looking for in their skills.
Is it possible for someone, if they don't have a proper LinkedIn profile, to be excluded? Do you think that's something that could happen, or do people break through the barrier?
They do break through that. Yeah. They break through it. That's one the services that we also provide too, by the way, is that resume enhancing service and helping individuals and candidates with their career, what to put on their actual resumes and their CVs, and then help them with some of their LinkedIn portfolio to get out there.
I can't begin to tell you how much I've enjoyed this conversation, but I also can't begin to describe how vital it was to have this conversation, because it is a big challenge in the industry, finding talent, and there's many people on the outside looking in saying, how do I access that incredible sector that's happening in front of me? So your conversation is incredibly important. I also want to say that, boy, this Team Vigilance is really getting brighter all the time.
It sure is getting bigger and bigger.
It's getting bigger, and it's hard to look away, and it's when that orbit starts to happen, you want to be a part of it. So best of luck there, and thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you very much. Thank you both. Thank you.